Alright, so let me start off by asking you guys, does anybody know anybody from back home that may be wanting to come to Marist next year? Anyone? Alright, so there's a few. Well, for those of you who do, and for those of you who don't now but may find somebody, I have something that will not only keep them being your friend when they get here, but also help them make one of the most difficult choices a freshman in college has to make before getting there. Now, I personally know a few people back home that are interested in coming. They've been asking me a few questions. How's your professors? What do you think of your classes? Do you have fun at night? What do you do on the weekends? Things like that. So I've been answering their questions, but more recently I've been noticing they've been asking me questions about where I live, more specifically about the dorm. So that got me thinking back to when I was in this situation. I was in the summer and I remember the O-leaders were touring us around the buildings, showing us the different parts of the 4 dorms. They handed me the housing sheet, and I remember leaving it all blank, saying, forget it, I don't care, let them decide where I was being. So, completely by chance, I ended up in Marion Hall. To tell you the truth, I was a little nervous when I found out, because I knew only about 90 or so kids. The majority of the people there are sophomores, and I heard some funny things about the sophomores, so I was a little nervous myself. But after being here for 2 months, I can honestly tell you, Marion Hall is definitely the place an incoming freshman at Marist wants to be. Mostly because it has 3 things that everyone could want: a prime location on campus, excellent personal amenities, and above all, an overwhelming sense of community. Now hopefully after you listen to me explain those 3 things, you won't hesitate to tell your friends Marion Hall's the place they want. So first I'll start off with location. As you can tell by my iPhone 4 screenshotted campus map, Marion Hall is the most centrally located freshman dorm on campus. Now I know it may not seem like much, but anyone in Marion can tell you, Rick especially, that any kind of extra long walk you have to do to, let's say, Dyson or Fontaine, especially at 8 a.m. in the morning, is appreciated. Especially now that the weather's getting colder and there's a possibility for snow, it's extremely valuable. Outside of classroom obligations, it's ideal for sporting events. Let's say you want to walk down to Tenney Stadium and watch one of your favorite Marist Red Fox teams play, probably lose, but still play. It's perfect. It takes no longer than a minute's walk. You've already swiped in, you're already watching the game. Also, it's perfect for the nightlife. Let's say that you have gotten ready and you're all dolled up for a night in the town. It takes no longer than a couple paces walk down this walkway, and you're already in Donnelly's parking lot waiting for the cabs to take you away. And don't think I forgot about those sometimes dreaded but also equally wanted trips home. Every college student now and again needs to sleep in their own bed and eat some real food once in a while. And when that happens, when you bring stuff home, bring stuff back, the walk extremely quick and it's not a hassle. Now moving on to the amenities. All the rooms in Marion Hall, except for I believe 2, are stock triples, meaning that they're bigger than most of the other dorms in the other freshman buildings. This being said, there's more room, you can easily fit more friends. I personally am in a build-up. Anyone who's in one can attest to this. I have 4 people in my room, which is up here. It's a little messy there. That's half of my room, and trust me, after visiting friends in the other dorms, especially in build-ups in, let's say, Champ or Leo, we have an extreme amount of space. And talking about space, we also have something a little extra. Closet space. Every room in Marion Hall comes with a walk-in closet. Extra room for activities, and I know some girls may value this more, but trust me, me and my 3 other roommates have found we have a lot of stuff to fit in that closet. Also, there's only 22 rooms in Marion Hall per floor, roughly. That being said, you're really close to anything you really need, whether it's the 2 bathrooms on either side, the centrally located laundry rooms, or the study halls. That being said, there's never a long haul with your business, no matter what that business may be. And because of the low count of people in the building, there's never a long wait to handle that business. Also, I know a couple people in some Champ and Leo may attest to this, there's no stairways to heaven in Marion Hall. Considering most freshmen are on the 1st floor, there's no stair climbing. I know it may not seem like much, but excessive stair climbing at any point throughout your day, over and over, might get annoying. And finally, last but not least, the overwhelming sense of community in Marion Hall. There's a low freshman count, roughly between 90 between the 2 floors. A few of them are located upstairs, the majority of which on the 1st floor. The rest is about 100, 110 sophomores, mostly located upstairs, some downstairs. Like Chris, for example. He's not here right now, but he would agree with me. That being said, everyone gets to see each other's faces over and over. You never see people that you don't know live in your building. You establish the acquaintance friendships and, of course, your close friendships that you'll hold on, hopefully, for the rest of your time here. That being said, as you can see by this lounge scene, that's about 10 of my friends that I could name, but I wouldn't want to. And on top of that, when we see people walk in and leave our building, we know who lives there and who doesn't. I can tell you countless times we've all noted who's an outsider to our building. So you get that sense of community. You feel like you know everyone. It's really personal. And that extends not only to the freshmen and the sophomores, but also to the staff, being the RD, the RAs, and of course the maintenance staff. I find it to be extremely hard for all those staff members in the other buildings to not only A, know the people in their building by name, have extreme conversations with them on the daily, and also have personal views exchanged all the time. Being a person in Marion, I can tell you that happens all the time, especially because just before coming here, my janitor had a very long 15-minute conversation with me about the Lakers game. So this happens all the time. Now, I hope when looked at it like this, I think it becomes obvious that Marion Hall has some of the things that a freshman wants. Now, I don't want anyone to feel bad about where they ended up or where they chose, because of course the buildings are there, someone's got to live there. But I'm just saying, if you have your friends and your best interests at heart, and you do understand the location and the amenities and the sense of community that Marion has, don't hesitate to tell your friends to live there. Thanks for your time.